If you're thinking about getting a divorce, struggling through the process, or just searching for happiness after ending your marriage, we're getting lots of advice from a divorce coach.
Jackie Pilosoff is the author of Who Let the Dogs Out, an empowering, funny, and inspiring guide to dating. She also hosts a podcast, Divorce Girls Smiling, and Jackie joins us now. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So, Jackie, how did you get into this space? I mean, sometimes it's a club none of us want to join, but you find that you're divorced, and did you feel like there wasn't enough advice out there for you once you got divorced?
Absolutely. I got divorced in 2008. And back then, I mean, did we even Google? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But there weren't the resources that there are now. And so I felt very isolated and alone. And I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to. Excuse me. So I started writing articles. I started a blog. And it quickly became a community where people can feel supported and connected and get their questions answered and talk to other people who are going through a divorce.
And so in your book, you compared different kinds of guys to different kinds of dogs, which could be offensive or could be hilarious. So what are some of the different
It's kind of
illustrations?
both.
Sure,
Yeah,
why
it's
not?
kind of both. And, you know, it's just a book that I hope inspires people because dating after divorce can feel so scary. And I just wanted to inspire people, give them hope, and offer practical advice.
But what are the different guys? The different dogs, different guys. Give me an example.
Well, like one of them, you know, would be like a collie, really sweet, kind guy, the kind of guy that like you pass up because you think he's too nice. Well, guess what? That's a good guy.
Yeah.
And so I did it. I know people who do it. Another guy is, you know, the Rottweiler, who's like mean to you and not respectful, but you don't know why you're with him. And so see, Larry's laughing. He knows.
Right.
You see, it is interesting, though, how what you looked for in your 20s is so different. Your barometer changes, like, oh, he's nice with his kids, or he's, you know, he's this. You're looking for just someone who's a good person rather than someone who's super fun.
Well, I wish everybody was like you because
Yeah.
I think some people get divorced and then they go back to those same patterns and they
Yes.
still look for the bad boy. So I'm trying to save people a lot of time and not waste your time and just meet a good guy.
Well,
Go ahead.
No, we've had some experts that say, you know, give people some time. Don't make rash judgments. It sounds like you're saying, look at the red flag, get out.
Why waste time?
Right.
Avoid the mistakes that I made. And in every chapter of my book, I talk about the mistakes I made, what I learned, and how you can avoid that.
So what's the biggest red flag that you came upon dating in your 40s that you wouldn't have thought of early in your 20s?
There's
I
a
mean,
lot.
is it people just behaving badly, or is it people that won't change, trying to change people? What is it?
I think it's that people are lonely, and so they're willing to put up with this bad behavior because they don't want to be alone.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
But that doesn't come from a lack of self-respect as well?
I don't think it's a lack of self-respect. I think it's insecurity from being divorced. Like you're just not your same normal self. You could be the most self-confident person.
Yeah.
If you're going through a divorce, you are not yourself. So you're feeling insecure, vulnerable. Oh, I'm a failure. Oh, my husband left me. I'm not good enough. And that's what we don't want.
And you make a good point in here, too, that people have a hard time admitting what really does make them happy. They think, oh, this is what I look for. But really, you like to sit on the couch. You like someone that sits on the couch with you when you don't want to really say that out loud. Do you know what I mean?
Because you're willing to put up with it because you don't want to be alone. So you even tell yourself the person's right for you when they might not be.
Well, it's fascinating.
What did you learn about your own relationship? Looking back, what advice would you give to someone? Say, I should have pulled the trigger faster, or I should have, like, I didn't see this in this guy. That was a warning. What was it that you missed?
Well, you know, everybody thinks like, oh, I stayed too long. But nobody should judge somebody, no matter how badly they're being treated, for staying too long, because only you know when the right time to leave is. And sometimes you have to just reach that really rock bottom, because then you'll never have regrets because you waited and waited and waited.
And what about this idea of having a good or bad relationship with your ex? Has that impacted the rest of how you date?
How long do you have?
A lot of people say just, be good friends. And a lot of it's hard.
It's very hard, and I think sometimes it goes like this. Periods of your life, you'll be good friends, then something happens and you're not. And I would say to people, focus on your own life and yourself and stop worrying about your ex. You are done with that now,
Yeah.
and it's time to focus on yourself.
Well, it's all good advice. For more, you can check out divorcegirlsmiling.com or go to Divorce Girl Smiling on social media. Her latest book is called Who Let the Dogs Out? An empowering, funny, and inspiring guide to dating after divorce. Thanks. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Jackie.
having me.